Have you ever stopped to consider how much of your financial stress comes from wanting more than you truly need? The Stoics believe that mastering desires is the first step toward freedom. Not just financial freedom, but freedom from the endless cycle of dissatisfaction. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." In today's consumer-driven world, where advertisements constantly tempt us to buy and upgrade, this wisdom is more relevant than ever. The Stoic approach to money begins with wanting less and learning to focus on what truly matters. Desire is a powerful force. It drives us to achieve and improve, but unchecked, it can lead to impulsive decisions, overindulgence, and financial strain. Consider the pressure to buy the newest phone, a bigger house, or designer clothes, not because you need them, but because society equates these possessions with success and happiness. This constant craving for more creates a cycle where satisfaction is always out of reach. The Stoics recognized this trap and taught that true contentment comes not from accumulating, but from controlling your desires. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." A practical way to apply this wisdom is to distinguish between needs and wants. Needs are essentials for survival and well-being, such as food, shelter, and healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are often fleeting desires fueled by comparison or advertising. For example, upgrading to the latest gadget might feel urgent, but does it truly add value to your life? If your current device works perfectly, the upgrade is likely a want, not a need. Recognizing this difference allows you to prioritize your spending and focus your resources on what truly matters. The Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort offers another powerful strategy for mastering desires. Seneca would regularly live as though he were poor, eating simple meals and wearing modest clothing, to remind himself that he could endure hardship. This exercise wasn't about deprivation, it was about building resilience and appreciating the essentials. In modern terms, this might mean challenging yourself to live on a reduced budget for a month, skipping luxury purchases, or practicing gratitude for what you already have. For example, instead of dining out frequently, you might cook simple meals at home and reflect on the value of nourishment and health. These small, deliberate actions strengthen your ability to resist unnecessary wants and deepen your appreciation for life's basics. Budgeting is another critical tool for curbing desires. A well-structured budget acts as a financial compass, ensuring your money is directed toward meaningful goals instead of being wasted on impulsive purchases. For example, someone saving for a down payment on a house might allocate funds to their savings account first and limit discretionary spending. This approach doesn't just prevent overspending, it also fosters a sense of control and alignment with your priorities. The act of budgeting becomes a reflection of Stoic discipline, where each financial decision is made with purpose. Emotional awareness is equally important in controlling desires. Many purchases are driven by emotions such as boredom, stress, or the need for validation. The Stoics taught us to pause and reflect before acting on such impulses. Epictetus advised, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This mindset encourages us to focus inward rather than seeking approval from others. For instance, instead of buying a luxury item to impress peers, you might invest in something that genuinely enriches your life, like a course to develop new skills or an experience that creates lasting memories. Gratitude is a cornerstone of the Stoic approach to controlling desires. When you focus on what you already have, the pull of consumerism weakens. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Think of what you have rather than what you lack," reflecting on the stability provided by your current income. The comfort of your home or the relationships in your life shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance. This gratitude not only reduces the urge to spend, but also fosters a deeper sense of contentment. Living with controlled desires doesn't mean giving up joy. It means finding joy in simplicity and purpose. For example, instead of upgrading your car every few years, you might keep your current vehicle as long as it runs well and use the savings to travel or invest in your future. These intentional choices don't feel restrictive. They feel empowering because they align with your goals and values. Finally, mastering desires creates space for freedom. freedom to save, to invest, to give, and to focus on what truly matters. Each act of restraint strengthens your financial position and builds resilience against life's uncertainties. Over time, you'll find that wanting less doesn't mean having less. It means appreciating more and living with greater clarity and purpose. If you're ready to take control of your desires and transform your financial mindset, let's move forward to explore the next Stoic principle that can revolutionize the way you approach money. Together, we'll build a path toward lasting wealth and true freedom. Let me know when you're ready. Do you ever feel paralyzed by financial fear? Whether it's the anxiety of losing money, the stress of an uncertain economy, or the pressure of living paycheck to paycheck, financial fear is a powerful force that can cloud judgment and stall progress. The Stoics understood fear intimately, and they offered timeless strategies to face it with courage and clarity. Seneca observed, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By adopting Stoic practices, you can confront financial fear head-on and make confident, deliberate choices. Fear often arises from focusing on what you can't control. Market crashes, unexpected expenses, or a volatile job market may feel overwhelming, but they are external forces beyond your direct influence. The Stoics emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is within our power and what is not. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In financial terms, this means redirecting your energy toward actions you can control, such as creating a budget, building an emergency fund, or diversifying your income streams. These proactive measures reduce uncertainty and build resilience, helping you navigate challenges with confidence. Another source of financial fear is uncertainty about the future. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, can help you prepare for potential difficulties and diminish their emotional impact. For example, imagine losing your primary source of income. How would you respond? What steps would you take to recover? By envisioning worst-case scenarios, you not only reduce the fear of the unknown, but also identify practical steps to mitigate risks. This exercise might lead you to strengthen your savings, develop new skills, or explore additional income opportunities, ensuring that you're prepared for whatever comes your way. Gratitude is another powerful antidote to fear. When you focus on what you already have, it becomes easier to face uncertainty with a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. Reflecting on the stability of your current resources, a steady job, a supportive network, or the ability to adapt, shifts your mindset from fear to empowerment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you do not have. Rather, reflect on the chief blessings you do possess." This perspective fosters a sense of control and reduces the grip of financial anxiety. Emotional discipline is crucial when confronting fear. Panic often leads to impulsive decisions, such as selling investments during a market downturn or overspending to cope with stress. The Stoics taught us to pause and assess our emotions before acting. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." In practice, this might mean setting aside time to review your financial plan calmly rather than reacting hastily to sudden changes. By staying composed, you can approach challenges rationally and make thoughtful decisions. Flexibility is another key Stoic strategy for overcoming financial fear. Life is unpredictable, and rigid expectations often lead to frustration. The Stoics believed in adapting to circumstances while maintaining focus on long-term goals. For instance, if an unexpected expense arises, adjust your budget rather than feeling defeated. If your investments underperform, revisit your strategy and learn from the experience. This adaptability ensures that setbacks don't derail your progress, but instead strengthen your ability to navigate uncertainty. Finally, the Stoics taught that courage is built through action. Each small step you take to confront financial fear, whether it's seeking professional advice, setting clear goals, or making a difficult but necessary decision, reinforces your confidence. Over time, these actions compound, transforming fear into strength. Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Confronting financial fear is not about eliminating uncertainty. It's about building the courage and clarity to thrive in spite of it. By focusing on what you can control, practicing gratitude, and embracing flexibility, you turn fear into a motivator for growth and resilience. Patience is perhaps one of the most underrated virtues in the pursuit of financial success. In a world that glorifies instant gratification and quick wins, the Stoics remind us that true growth comes from steady, deliberate effort over time. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "No great thing is created suddenly any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." This wisdom is especially relevant to building wealth, where long-term thinking and patience often yield the greatest rewards. The allure of immediate results is everywhere. From get-rich-quick schemes to the temptation of splurging on short-term pleasures, impatience can derail even the most well-intentioned financial plans. However, the Stoic principle of endurance teaches us to stay the course even when progress feels slow. For example, someone saving for retirement might feel frustrated by the incremental growth of their investments. Yet, through the power of compounding, those small contributions grow exponentially over time. Staying patient and committed to the process ensures that your efforts bear fruit in the future. Delayed gratification is another cornerstone of Stoic patience. Epictetus advised, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Applying this principle might mean forgoing a luxury purchase today to save for a more meaningful goal, such as buying a home or achieving financial independence. This discipline builds resilience and teaches you to prioritize what truly matters over fleeting desires. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of focusing on the present moment while keeping an eye on the long-term vision. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." In financial terms, this means taking actionable steps today while trusting that consistent effort will lead to future rewards. For example, setting up automatic contributions to your savings or investment accounts is a practical way to stay focused on your goals without being overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. Another key aspect of patience in finance is understanding the value of time. Many people underestimate the impact of small, consistent actions taken over a long period. Consider the principle of dollar-cost averaging, where you invest a fixed amount regularly, regardless of market conditions. This strategy minimizes the risk of market timing and allows you to take advantage of long-term growth trends. While the results may not be immediate, the discipline of consistent investing builds significant wealth over time. The Stoics taught that setbacks are part of the journey and should not deter us from our goals. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." When facing financial challenges, such as a temporary loss in income or a market downturn, patience allows you to persevere without making rash decisions. For instance, during a market dip, an impatient investor might panic and sell at a loss, while a patient one stays the course, trusting that markets tend to recover over time. This steadfastness often leads to better outcomes in the long run. Gratitude complements patience by helping you appreciate the progress you've already made. Instead of fixating on how far you have left to go, take time to reflect on the milestones you've achieved. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Take full account of what excellencies you possess." Whether it's paying off a portion of your debt, reaching a savings goal, or sticking to a budget, these small wins build momentum and reinforce your commitment to your financial journey. Patience also fosters a sense of peace. When you trust in the process and understand that great things take time, you free yourself from the anxiety of rushing to achieve immediate results. This mindset not only improves your financial habits, but also enhances your overall well-being. Ultimately, the Stoic practice of patience teaches us that wealth is built step by step, through consistent effort and enduring commitment. By resisting the pull of instant gratification and staying focused on the long term, you create a financial foundation that is stable, secure, and deeply rewarding. Have you ever faced a financial setback and thought, "Why did this happen to me?" The Stoics teach us that setbacks are not obstacles but opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This powerful principle reminds us that failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone to greater resilience and wisdom. Financial failures come in many forms: an investment that didn't pan out, unexpected expenses that drain savings, or even a job loss. While these moments can feel overwhelming, the Stoics encourage us to focus not on the setback itself, but on how we respond to it. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By reframing setbacks as opportunities to learn and adapt, you can transform failure into a source of strength. The first step in turning setbacks into lessons is to reflect objectively. What led to the failure? Was it poor planning, a lack of information, or simply bad luck? For example, if you invested in a venture that didn't succeed, consider whether you fully understood the risks or relied on incomplete information. Reflection isn't about assigning blame, but about identifying patterns and areas for improvement. This clarity helps you avoid repeating mistakes and strengthens your decision-making for the future. Preparation is another Stoic principle that mitigates the impact of setbacks. Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Building an emergency fund, maintaining a diversified investment portfolio, or continuously upgrading your skills are proactive steps that cushion you against future challenges. For instance, someone with a 6-month emergency fund can handle a sudden expense or job loss with less stress and greater confidence. Gratitude is essential during times of financial difficulty. It's easy to dwell on what was lost, but the Stoics remind us to focus on what remains. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Think of what you have rather than what you lack." Reflecting on your resources, your skills, relationships, or even the lessons learned from the setback shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance. This mindset fosters resilience and encourages you to move forward. Flexibility is key when dealing with setbacks. The Stoics valued adaptability, understanding that life is unpredictable. If one strategy doesn't work, view it as an opportunity to pivot rather than as a failure. For example, if a side hustle doesn't generate the expected income, you might explore new ventures or refine your approach. Seneca reminded us, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." Embracing change with an open mind ensures that setbacks become launching points for new opportunities. Action is the final step in overcoming setbacks. The Stoics believed in the power of consistent effort to overcome adversity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last act of your life." This philosophy encourages you to take small, deliberate steps toward recovery. Whether it's creating a revised budget, seeking advice from a financial expert, or setting new goals, each action builds momentum and reinforces your ability to persevere. Financial setbacks often reveal what truly matters. When plans don't work out, it forces you to reassess your priorities and focus on what aligns with your values. For example, losing an investment might teach you the importance of diversification, or an unexpected expense might highlight the need for a stronger safety net. These lessons not only strengthen your financial foundation, but also bring greater clarity to your goals. Turning setbacks into lessons isn't just about recovering, it's about evolving. Each challenge you face makes you more resilient, adaptable, and prepared for the future. By applying Stoic principles, you can transform obstacles into opportunities and create a financial life that reflects strength and wisdom. How often do we measure wealth by the possessions we own rather than the freedom we feel? The Stoics challenge this perspective, reminding us that true wealth comes not from accumulation but from living intentionally and detaching ourselves from materialism. Seneca wrote, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool." By viewing money as a tool rather than an end in itself, you can cultivate a healthier relationship with wealth and find freedom in how you use it. Materialism often creates a false sense of happiness. We buy things hoping they will fill a void, only to find that the satisfaction is temporary. The pursuit of possessions can lead to overspending, debt, and financial stress. Detaching from materialism doesn't mean rejecting wealth. It means redefining your relationship with it. The Stoics believe that money should serve a purpose, not define your worth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Receive wealth without arrogance, and be ready to let it go without attachment. This mindset frees you from the pressure to constantly chase more and allows you to focus on what truly matters. A practical way to practice detachment is to assess your financial decisions. Are you spending money to impress others, to follow trends, or because it aligns with your values? For example, instead of upgrading to a luxury car for status, you might prioritize investing in your education, saving for a meaningful goal, or donating to a cause you care about. These choices reflect a deeper purpose, making your financial life more intentional and fulfilling. The Stoic principle of voluntary simplicity can also help you resist materialism. Seneca often lived as though he were poor, experiencing what it would be like to live without luxuries. This practice reminded him of life's essentials and strengthened his ability to endure hardship. In modern terms, you might try simplifying your lifestyle by decluttering your home, cutting unnecessary expenses, or practicing gratitude for what you already have. These actions not only reduce financial stress, but also create mental clarity and contentment. Gratitude is a powerful tool for detaching from materialism. Marcus Aurelius advised, take full account of what excellencies you possess, reflecting on the stability of your current financial situation, the comfort of your home, or the relationships that enrich your life shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Gratitude reduces the need to accumulate and fosters a sense of abundance no matter your income level. Detachment from materialism also helps you navigate financial challenges with resilience. When you're not overly attached to wealth or possessions, setbacks like unexpected expenses or market downturns lose their emotional weight. Instead of panicking, you can approach these situations rationally and make thoughtful adjustments. For instance, someone detached from materialism might see a temporary financial loss as an opportunity to reassess their goals rather than as a devastating event. Viewing wealth as a tool encourages generosity and purpose. By sharing your resources, whether through donations, acts of kindness, or supporting loved ones, you transform money into a force for good. Seneca believed that true wealth lies in what you give, not what you hoard. For example, contributing to a community project or helping someone in need creates lasting impact and deepens your connection to others. Detaching from materialism also brings clarity to your financial goals. When you're no longer driven by external validation or fleeting desires, you can focus on what truly aligns with your values. For instance, instead of striving to amass wealth for its own sake, you might invest in experiences, education, or ventures that reflect your passions and priorities. These intentional choices lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Ultimately, detaching from materialism liberates you from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. It allows you to use money as a tool to create freedom, stability, and purpose, rather than letting it control your life. By adopting a Stoic approach, you can redefine wealth and build a financial life rooted in intention and clarity. If this resonates with you and you're eager to detach from materialism while building true wealth, subscribe to our channel now. Explore our playlist packed with Stoic principles and actionable strategies to align your finances with your values. Click subscribe, turn on notifications, and start your journey toward a life where money serves your purpose, not the other way around. Together, we'll transform the way you think about wealth and freedom. Life is unpredictable, and financial setbacks are inevitable. The Stoics taught that resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, but about preparing for them and adapting with grace when they arise. Seneca wrote, "The wise man looks to the future, prepares for what may happen, and considers how he can endure what is to come." This timeless wisdom translates into actionable financial strategies that ensure setbacks become manageable rather than devastating. Preparation begins with accepting that financial challenges will occur. Whether it's an unexpected medical expense, a market downturn, or a sudden job loss, acknowledging the inevitability of setbacks helps you take proactive measures to mitigate their impact. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In financial terms, this means focusing on what you can control, such as building an emergency fund or diversifying your income. An emergency fund is one of the most practical tools for building resilience. By saving 3 to 6 months' worth of essential expenses, You create a safety net that allows you to navigate unexpected situations with less stress. For example, if you lose your job, an emergency fund provides the flexibility to search for the right opportunity without succumbing to financial panic. Establishing and consistently contributing to this fund reflects the Stoic virtues of discipline and foresight. Diversification is another key to mitigating financial risks. Seneca's caution against putting all your eggs in one basket applies to investments, income streams, and even skills. A diversified investment portfolio, spread across stocks, bonds, and other asset classes, reduces the impact of market volatility. Similarly, developing multiple income streams, such as freelance work or passive investments, ensures that a disruption to one source doesn't jeopardize your financial stability. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, offers a powerful psychological framework for preparing for financial risks. This exercise involves imagining worst-case scenarios and planning for them. For instance, what would you do if your primary income dropped by 30% or if you faced an unexpected medical bill? By anticipating these possibilities, you reduce their emotional weight and are better equipped to respond effectively if they arise. This practice not only enhances your preparedness but also reduces fear of the unknown. Adaptability is another critical component of resilience. The Stoics believed in adjusting to circumstances rather than resisting them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Adapt yourself to the things among which your lot has been cast." In financial terms, this means being flexible when challenges arise. If an unexpected expense disrupts your budget, you might delay non-essential purchases, reallocate savings, or find temporary income sources. This ability to pivot ensures that setbacks remain temporary hurdles rather than insurmountable obstacles. Gratitude also strengthens financial resilience. In times of difficulty, reflecting on what remains helps shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Think continually of all the blessings of your life." For example, even in the face of a job loss, you can focus on your skills, your support network, or the opportunity to explore a new career path. Gratitude fosters optimism and reduces the emotional toll of setbacks. Finally, action is the cornerstone of Stoic preparation. Resilience isn't built by worrying about what might happen, but by taking consistent, deliberate steps today. These steps might include reviewing your insurance coverage, increasing your savings rate, or learning a new skill to enhance your career prospects. Each small action reinforces your ability to face challenges with clarity and composure. Financial setbacks are an inevitable part of life, but they don't have to define your journey. By embracing preparation, adaptability, and gratitude, you can transform challenges into opportunities for growth and build a financial life rooted in resilience and stability. Moderation lies at the heart of a balanced and fulfilling financial life. The Stoics emphasize the value of living within one's means, avoiding excess and cultivating simplicity. Seneca wrote, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man and the master of a fool." Practicing moderation not only helps you avoid financial stress, but also creates the foundation for long-term stability and freedom. In today's consumer-driven culture, it's easy to fall into the trap of overspending. Advertisements and social media constantly push the idea that more is better. More possessions, more luxury, more status. This endless pursuit often leads to debt, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Moderation offers a powerful antidote, encouraging you to focus on essentials and reduce unnecessary expenses. Budgeting is one of the most practical tools for practicing financial moderation. A clear budget helps you allocate resources to what truly matters: essentials, savings, and meaningful goals, while limiting wasteful spending. For instance, someone who values financial independence might dedicate a significant portion of their income to investments and debt reduction, while limiting discretionary spending on dining out or entertainment. This intentional approach ensures that your money serves your values rather than fleeting desires. The Stoic practice of voluntary simplicity is another way to cultivate moderation. Seneca often lived as though he were poor, eating simple meals and wearing modest clothing, to remind himself that happiness doesn't depend on luxury. In modern life, this might involve reducing reliance on credit cards, cutting back on subscriptions, or choosing quality over quantity when making purchases. For example, Instead of buying multiple low-quality items, you might invest in one durable product that serves you well over time. Moderation also fosters emotional clarity. Many financial decisions are driven by impulse, stress, or the desire to impress others. The Stoics taught that true freedom comes from self-mastery, not external validation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. By aligning your spending with your priorities, you free yourself from the pressure to keep up with societal expectations. Living a life of moderation doesn't mean depriving yourself of joy. It means focusing on what genuinely enriches your life. For instance, instead of upgrading your phone every year, you might save for an experience that creates lasting memories, such as traveling or learning a new skill. These choices bring more fulfillment than acquiring possessions that quickly lose their appeal." Moderation also builds resilience by creating a financial buffer. By living below your means, you generate surplus resources that can be directed towards savings, investments, or unexpected expenses. For example, someone who consistently saves 20 to 30% of their income not only builds wealth over time, but also gains the flexibility to handle emergencies without financial strain. This cushion provides peace of mind and reinforces the Stoic principle of preparedness. Gratitude complements moderation by shifting your focus from scarcity to abundance. When you appreciate what you already have, the urge to accumulate diminishes. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Take full account of what excellencies you possess." Reflecting on the stability of your current resources, the support of loved ones, or the progress you've made fosters contentment and reduces the temptation to overspend. Ultimately, moderation is about reclaiming control over your financial life. It allows you to direct your money toward what truly matters, avoid the stress of overindulgence, and create a foundation for lasting stability and freedom. By embracing simplicity and intentionality, you align your financial habits with your values and pave the way for a life of purpose and clarity. Gratitude is one of the most transformative mindsets when it comes to your financial life. The Stoics believed that contentment comes not from having more, but from appreciating what you already have. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you do not have. Rather, reflect on the chief blessings you do possess, and in gratitude remember how you would hanker after them if they were not yours." By cultivating gratitude, you can shift your focus from scarcity to abundance and make financial decisions with clarity and peace. In the pursuit of wealth, it's easy to lose sight of the resources and privileges you already possess. Instead of constantly striving for more, a bigger house, a higher income, or the latest gadgets, gratitude encourages you to reflect on the stability and opportunities you currently have. For example, having a roof over your head, a steady job, or the ability to save even a small amount each month are privileges that many aspire to. Recognizing these blessings reduces feelings of inadequacy and fosters a sense of contentment. Gratitude also helps you resist the pull of consumerism. In a culture that glorifies accumulation, the desire for more can lead to impulsive spending and financial stress. By appreciating the value of what you already own, you reduce the urge to constantly upgrade or chase fleeting trends. For instance, instead of upgrading your car or wardrobe to keep up with others, gratitude allows you to see the functionality and beauty in what you already have. This shift not only saves money, but also cultivates a mindset of sufficiency. The practice of gratitude can be incorporated into your daily financial routine. Start by reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for in your financial life. These might include a recent financial milestone, such as paying off debt or reaching a savings goal, or smaller blessings like a reliable income or support from family and friends. Writing these down in a journal reinforces positive thinking and shifts your perspective from lack to abundance. Gratitude also plays a critical role in managing financial setbacks. When faced with challenges, such as an unexpected expense or a temporary loss of income, it's natural to focus on what has gone wrong. However, the Stoics remind us to look for the silver lining. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." For example, losing a job might feel devastating, but reflecting on the skills and experience you've gained, the opportunities for growth, or the time to reassess your career path can turn a setback into a stepping stone. Gratitude fosters resilience by helping you appreciate progress, no matter how small. Instead of comparing your financial journey to others, focus on the steps you've taken toward your goals. Whether it's paying off a portion of debt, starting an investment account, or simply sticking to a budget, acknowledging these achievements builds momentum and reinforces positive habits. Generosity is another extension of gratitude. When you recognize your own abundance, you're more likely to share it with others. Seneca wrote, "He who gives to others is richer for it." Giving doesn't have to be extravagant. Supporting a friend, donating to a cause, or helping someone in need creates a ripple effect of positivity. Generosity not only strengthens your community, but also deepens your sense of purpose and connection. Ultimately, gratitude redefines wealth. It's not about how much you have, but how you perceive and use it. By focusing on your blessings, aligning your financial decisions with your values, and resisting the pull of consumerism, you create a life of clarity, contentment, and abundance. Gratitude transforms your financial mindset, helping you make choices that reflect purpose and fulfillment. Have you ever questioned whether your financial decisions align with your life's purpose? The Stoics believed that every action should serve a higher goal, emphasizing intentionality and virtue in all aspects of life. Epictetus advised, "Know first what it is you want, then act accordingly." When applied to personal finance, this principle urges you to ensure that your spending, saving, and investing decisions reflect your deepest values and aspirations. Money is a tool, not a goal. It has the power to support the life you want to create, but only if you use it intentionally. Without a clear purpose, financial decisions can become reactive, driven by impulses or external pressures. Aligning your finances with your purpose begins with understanding what truly matters to you. For example, is your priority financial independence, supporting your family, giving back to your community, or pursuing personal growth? Defining your values provides a framework for making deliberate choices that bring fulfillment. Budgeting is a practical way to bring intentionality to your finances. A well-structured budget reflects your priorities by allocating resources to what matters most. For instance, someone who values education might set aside money for courses or books, while someone focused on family might prioritize saving for a child's future or planning meaningful experiences together. This approach ensures that your money supports your values rather than being lost to impulsive or wasteful spending. The Stoics emphasized focusing on what you can control, and this principle applies directly to financial planning. While you can't predict market fluctuations or economic changes, you can control your actions, such as saving consistently, diversifying your investments, and staying informed. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In financial terms, this means taking deliberate steps to ensure your resources align with your goals, no matter the external circumstances. Emotional discipline is critical to aligning finances with purpose. Many financial decisions are influenced by societal expectations, such as buying a bigger house, upgrading to a luxury car, or chasing trends to keep up with peers. The Stoics remind us to look inward rather than seeking validation from others. Epictetus said, "If you wish to be good, begin by thinking it is better to be ridiculed for doing good than to avoid ridicule by doing bad." For example, instead of succumbing to pressure to overspend on a lavish lifestyle, you might focus on building an emergency fund or contributing to causes that reflect your values. Living with purpose also requires regular reflection. The Stoics practiced self-examination to ensure their actions remained aligned with their intentions. Marcus Aurelius encouraged, "At the day's end, examine your deeds and consider what you've done well, poorly, and could do better." Financially, this might involve reviewing your budget, tracking your progress toward goals, and adjusting your plans as needed. Reflection helps you stay intentional and ensures that your decisions continue to support your purpose. Gratitude is a natural complement to purposeful living. When you appreciate what you already have, it becomes easier to resist the pull of consumerism and focus on what truly matters. For example, instead of striving for material possessions, gratitude allows you to channel your resources toward experiences, relationships, or investments that bring lasting value. This mindset fosters contentment and reinforces your commitment to a life of purpose. Finally, aligning your finances with your purpose creates a ripple effect. When your actions reflect your values, you inspire others to do the same. Whether it's teaching your children the importance of saving, supporting causes that uplift your community, or sharing your knowledge to empower others, your financial decisions have the potential to leave a meaningful impact. Aligning your finances with your purpose isn't just about money. It's about living a life that feels authentic and meaningful. By making deliberate choices that reflect your values, you create a financial life rooted in clarity, intention, and fulfillment. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? The Stoics believed that our actions should echo beyond our lives, creating a lasting impact on the world and those we care about. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What we do now echoes in eternity." When applied to personal finance, this principle encourages us to view wealth not as an end in itself, but as a means to build a legacy of purpose, generosity, and virtue. A meaningful financial legacy starts with intentionality. Ask yourself, what do you want your money to achieve after you're gone? For some, it might be providing for family, ensuring their financial stability, or funding education for future generations. For others, it could mean supporting causes they care deeply about, such as environmental sustainability, community programs, or scholarships. By defining your vision, you can ensure that your financial decisions today align with the impact you want to create tomorrow. Planning is essential to turn your vision into reality. Tools like wills, trusts, and estate planning allow you to direct your wealth intentionally. For example, a trust can provide long-term financial security for your family, while ensuring that the funds are used in ways that reflect your values. Similarly, establishing a philanthropic fund or endowment allows you to support causes you're passionate about long after your lifetime. These measures not only create clarity, but also prevent conflicts or misunderstandings among loved ones. Generosity is a cornerstone of a Stoic legacy. Seneca wrote, "He who gives to others is richer for it." Sharing your resources, whether through financial contributions, mentorship, or acts of kindness, creates a ripple effect that extends beyond yourself. For instance, donating to organizations that align with your values, funding educational initiatives, or supporting small businesses in your community can leave a tangible and lasting impact. Generosity transforms wealth into a force for good, enriching both the giver and the recipient. Living your legacy isn't just about what happens after you're gone. It's about embodying your values in the present. The Stoics believed that virtue is the highest good, and every financial decision you make reflects your character. For example, choosing to invest in ethical companies, supporting sustainable practices, or prioritizing local businesses demonstrates a commitment to principles that align with your beliefs. These actions inspire others and contribute to a legacy of integrity and purpose. Education is another vital component of building a legacy. Teaching your children, family members, or even your community about financial literacy equips them with the tools to create their own stability and success. The Stoics valued wisdom and self-improvement, recognizing that knowledge is one of the most enduring gifts. For instance, sharing lessons on budgeting, investing, or the importance of living within one's means ensures that your impact endures for generations. Flexibility is crucial when creating a legacy. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable, and plans must adapt to changing circumstances. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You must adapt yourself to the circumstances you are in." Financially, this might mean revisiting your estate plan, adjusting your goals, or finding new ways to contribute as your resources and priorities evolve. This adaptability ensures that your legacy remains relevant and impactful. Finally, reflecting on your legacy reminds you of the bigger picture. Each financial decision becomes an opportunity to contribute to something greater than yourself, whether it's supporting loved ones, leaving a positive mark on your community, or promoting the values you hold dear. Your legacy is built through consistent, intentional acts that reflect your purpose. If you're ready to craft a legacy that echoes far beyond wealth, subscribe to our channel today. Dive into our playlist filled with actionable Stoic insights and strategies to align your finances with your values and create a lasting impact. Click subscribe, turn on notifications, and take the first step toward building a financial life rooted in purpose, generosity, and inspiration. Together, we'll transform your resources into a force for good that endures for generations.